What is game planner for somebody like Ole Miss's Dexter McCluster that can play 3 or 4 different positions? You know, how do you deal with that?
Well, I think they're a great team overall. You know, I think they, you know, the thing about them is that all of what they do is good. Offense, defense, all of it. I mean, offensively, they've got a diverse offense, kind of a unique one that you don't see all the time, and they get the ball in the hands of all their players, which I've always thought that's what makes a good offense, is if you attack the whole field and everybody gets to touch it. And then, you know, defensively, their defensive line is well, I was going to say famous, in my case, notorious. You know, I mean, they're great players, are fast, they're incredibly physical, and you know, and they're able to play a lot of guys and get a lot out of them. It's not one of those deals where, you know, they put in a new group of guys and there's this big difference, and the second group doesn't measure up to the first group. The second group looks just like the first group, and so I think it's a really an impressive group, and you know, and I don't think it's you know, they've had some great games, and you know, several that could have gone either way. I mean, you know, you can, you know, there's a lot of points where you know, where if things go a little different, they don't just beat Florida, but they beat Alabama also. You know, and I think the diversity that they put out there on the field's all part of that.
Question on the front, and we're going to move to the rear. Wayne Price, Fort Worth Contract Round. Coach Leach, where would you rank Harold and Crabtree as far as the all-time best pass-catch combination? And what are you going to miss the most about it?
They got to be up there. I'm a little too busy coaching from one day to the next to really give you a lot of thoughts on that. I mean, I'd rank him. I'd rank him the highest. I mean, but part of it's because I want him to be the highest anyway. But you know, they've done a tremendous job. Part of it is they've had the opportunity to play together for 2 years. They both have been incredibly productive, and then they do have the you know, the drama of several comebacks that go along with them to really make the storylines exciting.
You hear how excited Ole Miss is about being here, and they hadn't been here for 4 years. Your guys were playing a lot of the season for a national championship, maybe had higher goal. Is that a concern for you? I mean,
Not really. You know, I mean, you just go out and do the best you can in each game you play and see where it takes you. You know, I think that, you know, we did a lot of good things, but now we have the opportunity to play another game in a great bowl. So, I mean, it's all exciting. I mean, to me, there's nothing about it that's not exciting.
Coach Nutt has talked about style issues that his team is facing. Do you have some style challenges as well out of Ole Miss?
Oh, absolutely. They invented the wild hog, you know. I mean, you know, guess who we're snapping the ball to, and we're in motion while we're doing all that and the rest. Yeah, I think it's yeah, that's one thing I think both teams have in common, is we do have offenses that not everybody sees all the time, and but the thing is you know, I think it would be, you know, too often people start referring to these, you know, anytime you have any success offensively, all of a sudden it's a gimmick. If you have success defensively, well, you just play really hard and you're really tough, you know. But if you have success offensively, it's a gimmick. You know, everybody else isn't trying to score points, only you are, you know. And so, well, but the thing is there's nothing, you know, theirs is unique. You don't get to see it all the time. Stuff comes at you from different angles, but there's nothing gimmicky about it, because it's, you know, they understand that the most important thing and the best thing they do on offense is block, and that's the most important thing on any offense. The other thing is they use the whole field and they put it in everybody's hands, and that's why it's a great offense, because of the execution. The uniqueness just makes it that much tougher. But you know, there's a whole bunch of these. You know, everybody thinks if you run up between the tackles that you need to be knighted as a saint of offense or something, you know, just because you're really boring and people have seen it a lot, you know. And And, oh, well, if we wanted to score 40 points a game, we would, but we want to do this. No, you don't want to do that. You just don't have any imagination and you don't utilize all your resources. That's just an alibi for your failure to score as many points as somebody that does, Well, and sadly in our case, Mississippi's not one of those teams. They do put it in everybody's hands and they do attack the whole field, and that's why they're a problem for everybody,
Any more questions for Coach? Got one final question on the rear.
This is for Coach Leach, Max Morgan, Fox 4 Sports in Dallas. I know both coaches want to win, even if it's only by 1 point. But Coach Leach, would you like this bowl game to be a little bit more tame than the last two that you played in inside and Gator Bowl? And what are your memories from those Wild Wings?
The last two. Both of our last bowl games, I was really proud of our players for staying in it, and we have historically done a pretty good job of getting our money's worth for the full 60 minutes, and so I'm proud of them for that. And we want to go out there and start fast, but I have fond memories of the last two bowls, but each bowl is unique, and we just want to make the most out of this opportunity here.